Hey Brigitta, thanks for being back and thanks for following your mission. Yesterday we talked about mindset versus structure and hearts, not to forget the heart set, of course, which is very important for you. If we talk about change, we often talk about cultural change. So the question is, how does cultural change go together with structural change? And what's more important? Do you need to change structure first, or do you need to change culture, or is that one of my weird questions again?
Well, this is one of the weird questions that is asking probably from a linear point of view. So if we would take the Kneffen framework, we would know that everything happens at a time in the complex environment. And wherever humans are busy doing something, it gets complex. But I'd say it's both. And so you can't really shape a culture. Though if you have the right building, if you have interesting settings, then culture will shape and will get into something new. And culture is definitely what Matthias Zerbornsen calls a soziales Betriebssystem. So it's your running system. And depending on how the interrelation between structure and culture is crafted by the leadership, and this means adaptive leadership, so everybody, the followers and the leaders, are crafting this, they move it toward a direction. And one sentence on Maya Göpel always says, why do we as a collective create a culture and stories that we as an individual don't like? Question mark.
That's an interesting question for you also. What about your culture and your organizations? Is that a culture that, sorry to say, that sucks, or is it a culture that empowers people? And if it is not a culture that empowers people, why have you created it? Because you are a part of it. Ask this yourself, particularly if you're a leader, and ask this question your leader: why do we have a culture that's not empowering people? And if you have a culture that's empowering people, tell us how does that go together with the structure of your organization?